I think next turn I'm just going to pop off my Spell Bomb, particularly because, I mean, playing down a Replica or a Tangle Mantis, the thing I mean to say is that I have a lot of plays, I feel, and those plays will require mana in the future that I won't have the convenience of using to make those plays. So I'd rather do this. And next turn I can just Tangle Mantis with... Okay. I mean, that's good, I guess. He delays it one turn. I probably don't even know if I'm going to play that. I hope he plays an equipment here, and then it makes my decision much easier. So I can play this. I'll just play the Soul Eater. This allows me to, you know, next turn do Acid Web Spider with Blind and Soul Eater tap up. Okay. I guess that's the best use of Vapor Snag. I guess Acid Web Spider was the play there, technically. Well, let's see. We'll, one green from Quill, and we have 6 mana. Well, this doesn't trade with anything. So let's just knock the Acid Web Spider out. Leeching Bite would suck. Ugh. That sucks too. But it does soak up some damage, so. And of course we're gonna soak up the one that doesn't draw him a card and soaks up the most. So a green mana here would be okay. Leech and Bite doesn't really bother us now. Next turn we can mimic that, or we can just Nurok Replica with bounce back up. So I do want to mimic that. Alright, so if he has Untamite, he has it. But of course I'm going to block the 3/3. I kind of feel like he... I thought he had that little attack with everything, but I'm not going to because I really only need to attack with 2 and whatever. Okay. So do we want to mimic that Nurok Replica? Or I think mimic that Tangle Mantis is a little bit better. This way we get a choice of what we want to do. And I feel like, you know, Quilled is probably the best target. He had an 8/8 blocker for every turn, and then turns into an 8/8 attacker. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm doing. I'm blocking both of them. See, here the Vapor Snag, you know, I mean, granted I wouldn't be at 8, but it feels like it would have been a lot better later on in the game. Especially, he could have drawn the grass, but Leeching Bite. Yep. It's alright. Rotwolf or Tanglemanus. Which one's better? I don't know. Rotwolf, I get to draw a card and it chips away, so I think I'm just gonna put the Rotwolf on there. No. And then we can just play Neurot Replica with Mimic Vat backup. Right. Yeah. Just keep holding them back. Feel like we're starting to get in control of this game. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me anymore. So end step, we want to shove in a Rotwolf. Alright, so gonna swing in here. Yeah, we can flash in a Spire Monitor next turn. My main goal here is just not... I'm so close to Poison Death. My goal is just, you know, not to leave myself open to a bounce or removal spell. Alright, so end of turn. We'll flash in a Spire Monitor. And we'll make a Rotwolf. Alright, so how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm good with that. Playing the Chancellor now, and then still being able to bounce if I need to. Yeah. That card's pretty good for him. Which makes me wonder, do I want to start the lock? Or do I just want to swing with Chancellor and Quilled Slagworm? I think that's all I'm going to do. Well, not Quilled Slagworm because he just blocks with the Blight Widow. But I will crack in with the Chancellor. No reason not to. And play an Emissary. So I can get Infi land if I, with a limit of 17. But I feel like this, let's see. See, that card does not bother me. Does it bother me to the point where I want to divine? I mean, it bothers me somewhat. Let's see what I draw, though. Seeing as I still have bounce, I'm just going to... I guess it does bother me to the point that it pumps. But that's alright. I can put a Chancellor under this beast. Oof, what are you doing, buddy? I will take a free skin render every turn. For certain, I will do that. I'm going to kill your skin render first. I'm telling you that. And then I'm going to kill your Scourge Servant. Right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he could have pumped, but I'm pretty certain I'm killing a skin render. And oh, he got smart to it. Damn it! That would have been so sweet. Let's see. I mean, I do have a Neurot replica, and that can pretty much 2, 5, 7. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'll kill. Not too worried about the Scourge Servant. But I am worried like that, and I'll let it die. And get a 6/7 with flash. You got pump. I mean, you do have pump. I do have Neurot replica. Okay. Alright, this one's for Rotwolf, don't care. This one's for Chancellor. And I do want the Chancellor under there. Yes. Or nah, I'll just keep the Chancellor. Granted, he's at 6 poison. I feel like he can dodge the poison for longer than he can dodge his damage with what I have. Especially since I'm dealing a guaranteed, so at the moment, 4 a turn. And I get a 6/7. Feeling pretty confident now. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm always going to leave up enough blockers with Neurot replica. Oof. My spider. I want it. Well, he doesn't have 4 mana up, and I believe I know what my Divine Offering is targeting. Because, let's see, and I'm going to put this in, and I'm just going to kill that Death Mantle now. Then we just crack him with our flyers. And a Chancellor. I guess I could start attacking with, yeah, probably should. As Quill, a little bit better than a Chancellor on a Mimic Vat. Yep. So that was a misplay on my part. I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I guess you get more life. Oh, it negates it perfectly. Didn't even think of that. That's alright. if I desire into your little self. Alright. And I believe if we attack with the slag worm, we still have enough creatures available to block. We'll have We'll have 3 up available. With a technically a virtually 4 with the Neurot replica. So I think that should be somewhat decent. Well, I mean, you might as well block with something other than not skin render. So the question is, what do you value more? Apparently you don't mind me getting a free removal spell every turn. I mean, at this point it's still not horrible, but I'm definitely putting skin render under my Mimic Vet. Oof. That was pretty good. Yeah, I guess I still would rather have the slag worm. No. Yes. Other than the Chancellor. So he plays a skin render. I guess kills the Beard Spy. Oh no, I'm sorry. The Spire Monitor. Yep. So he kills a Spire Monitor. He has to block the 8/8 with the Scourge Servant or the Skin Render, and he's gonna block with the Scourge Servant. And then from there, we're pretty much safe no matter what. I don't see what else that could happen. I mean, I could bounce it, but I'd rather just keep the replica when I know I'm guaranteed. Oh, I could have just won there. That was a mistake. He has 1 land in hand. I could have just put on the Mimic Vat, end of turn, slapped it in. Yeah. So, but actually, I can force him to give me a skin render this turn. So I guess that's good. Yeah, right. He has 1 land in hand. I think I just bring him to 1. It's 2. And then he can only really get 1 creature up. Which one is this? No. Please, oh my goodness. Please tell me that skin render. Oh, thank God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So play a land, play my Marauder, have bounce up, and that's pretty much game. Yeah. probably could have been. I don't know if I got to a point where I could have doubled this up with the Chancellor and forced him. Yep. Alright, well, see you around.